Morning! It's another day and another city for us here in India. We are in Trichy, officially known as Tiruchirappalli, but it's just a lot easier to say Trichy. Truth be told, we've actually been here about a week now, and the reason we've hung around for so long is because we are loving it here. We found like some basic stuff like a great hotel to stay in and some places to eat, so we're happy, hence we're here a week.
And there are a couple attractions here as well, some of which we've seen and one which we're on our way to right now. So let's see what we find along the way and we'll show you Trichy's Rock Fort. So this is actually a lesser used way to the Rock Fort up there. We found this is just a little bit easier to get around in this end of town here, and Fiona's actually gonna go get some water before we head on up to the Rock Fort. All right, a little bakery here. We're gonna go get just a liter of cold water. Oh, that's not the brand you like, but I'll take it. Is it locked? Right there. There we go. That should be about, that's cold. It should be about 20 rupees. Thank you. So that was 20. Good. We're all set to go. So about how many steps did you say it is up to the fort?
I believe it's somewhere around 417, 418, something like that. So a nice little workout in 90 odd degree heat.
But you know what? We won't be climbing that number of steps. 400 and some odd steps, because we've discovered a halfway point, so.
We cheated.
Yeah, that's right.
At least for going up. We'll come down the 400 and odd.
Right, sure.
If we can cheat on the way up, we'll cheat.
That's the fun part. All right, so these people are coming up some stairs right now. We bypassed this set of stairs right here. We've had to go out of our way to get to this point and bypass some steps. But
yeah, I'm kind of curious how many steps we've actually eliminated. It doesn't really feel like we've climbed uphill all that much. So we've probably like eliminated about 5 steps or something, but
right.
It's 5 steps. I'll take anything at this point because it is boiling here as well. We should also point out it's a Saturday and it's the day after a huge holiday here in India, Republic Day.
Republic Day, yes.
So we're kind of expecting this place to be fairly jammed, to be honest with you. Yeah.
It is already. And the elephant is not there. He was just inside this little gateway right here a few days ago.
Right, yeah. Lakshmi is the temple elephant here. And when we came down here a few days ago to do a little recon, Lakshmi was there, but not right now. Maybe later, maybe on the way down.
It's a holiday for Lakshmi as well, so.
Lakshmi's day off.
All right. And we're gonna leave our shoes over here. This is customary to do. Oh, hello. Hi. All right, so the protocol is quite simple. You just look for a little spot right down here. I'll take yours.
Should mine just over here?
Yeah, there we go.
So we just read about these the other day. These are called Rangoli, these patterns, and you see them here in temples, but you'll also see them as you're walking down the street. People make these designs outside the main entryway into their homes, or you'll see them outside the main entries into shops and restaurants. And
they're made out of powder, aren't they?
They're made out of powdered rice, they're made out of sand, they're made out of ochre, they're made out of different things and different colours, and the people use their index finger and their thumb, and they make these absolutely beautiful, intricate patterns out of them. So they're considered good luck, and they're also almost like a welcoming greeting, not just to humans that may pass the threshold, but also to deities as well. So yeah, they're absolutely beautiful.
And these ones are painted on, and it looks like there's a bit of glitter kind of strewn on them. So, all right, I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah, I just found out about it myself there.
So this is something I was waiting to find here, and it's kind of hard to find it reading in our guidebooks, but apparently this dates from the 7th century right here. This is the Palava Rock Temple, and just beyond here, I don't think my camera can quite make it out, there's a carving of Shiva holding back the Ganges with a single strand of hair, and unfortunately I just can't, whether the camera can pick it up or not, I can't quite see it beyond these columns right here, but I could just show you what I can show you, and that's it.
Yeah, unfortunately the cave is railed off, so it's not like we can get in and get a better shot. We can't.
Well, it's not locked, is it? Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, there we go. I was going to crash the temple. And...
Yeah, no, they thought of people like us. They're keeping us out.
I'm hoping to get a better angle of all of this from right here. As you can see, that's carved directly into this rock face here, so...
Yeah, it's well impressive. It really is. Just a shame you can't get beyond the railings, that's all.
So we visited the temple, the actual inner sanctum of the temple, I suppose. There were signs indicating that no photos, and I would imagine videos were to be taken in there. So now we're kind of in the area immediately around that, just enjoying views out over Trichy.
You can see the cathedral spire down there too.
Yeah.
That's actually been a really good landmark for us when we've caught the bus just around town. Once we see the spire, we're like, grand, we know we're almost back to where we need to get off the bus there.
As we've made our way around the temple today, I've seen people carrying these little bottles right here, and I thought it was ghee or clarified butter, but then I saw somebody actually empty the contents of one of those bottles into here, so it's like a little offering of lamp oil. And there's more of it down here. I didn't know what that was, now I know.
Yeah, I was thinking the same as you.
Well, you would think about it.
I would think it was butter, yeah. So right up there. It does actually say ghee.
It says Shri.
No.
That's Shri, not ghee.
Ghee.
Oh, ghee. I guess ghee just means oil, but I thought, okay. It is ghee, but it's, maybe it is butter. Let's see. It smells like butter. A little bit. Yeah. It's not just lamp oil.
Alright though, so even though we can smell coffee, we're just outside this little coffee roasters here. We're actually going to make our way down to the end of this street to, well, basically we've started to call them our chai guys. So we're going to go down and we're going to get a cup of tea from our chai guys.
Alright, time for some chai, and Really shocked to find this place as dead as it is right now because people are usually lined up. Hello! So these guys have been really friendly over our last week here. And so Fiona's gonna order some chai. They usually have a couple Cokes waiting for us as well. And this place is usually packed. So we're gonna watch his technique for making chai here. You're fascinated by this, aren't you?
He has got quite the technique.
He seems happy though. He seems pretty up to it.
It's up to the challenge.
Technique. Right there.
That is technique
That
right
is
there.
the technique.
There we go.
He's a master.
He is the tea master, definitely. He is the master of a cup of tea. Actually, it's a glass of tea.
It's a glass, right? They don't do cups, they do glasses here. Thank you so much.
So we got our lovely glass of chai. Yeah, I've been getting a little bit addicted to the cup of chai here, glass of chai in India. Everywhere it's a little bit different. This is just straight up chai. There's also chai masala. With the chai masala they add cardamom, ginger, different spices to it. This is just like a really sweet milky tea, but it's absolutely lovely. And on top of being lovely, the lads themselves are just really sweet, really friendly.
Hey!
Yeah, he's a master at making a cup of tea.
And I gotta watch where I'm stepping here. Yeah, look out. These are 14 rupees.
So they're 12 rupees, I think, yeah, 12 rupees each.
So that's, I don't know, 30, 40 cents? Less than that.
Maybe.
This is probably about 20 cents.
Yeah. And it's absolutely lovely. I don't think I pointed that out. It actually is really lovely cup of tea. So, yeah.
And literally just 100 meters or so up the road from where we just had our chai. They're friendly there, but they're actually friendly at this shop as well. You went in to buy some water here, and every time we walk by the shop, they just wave. So it's really nice to see it. Yeah, let's see if she's in here. Oh, they're actually quite busy in here today. They might not have time. Oh, there she is. Yeah.
Is she there?
So we actually need some water right now. So we're gonna make it worth her while at this shop here. We're gonna get a 5-liter bottle of water.
And the wave.
They know exactly what we want. Hello, more chai. We're actually very busy here right now, so. So many people have been just so friendly in here, so just pass by and wave to everybody.
People are so sweet, and it's also been a really big factor as to why we stayed in Trichy. The hotel is fantastic, the hotel is dead comfortable, but people have been so sweet.
They have indeed.
I have nothing to say, I'm in love with these cars.
What is it?
I forget, I think I'm like in a master, I'm really not too sure. But as a kid growing up, anytime I saw photos of India, you'd always see these little cars in the pictures. So like, you know, photos of India in the 1970s, you just always see these little cars like milling around roundabouts, whatever. And it's cool because now, 40 odd years later, you're still seeing these cars on the road. People are still riding them. You don't see as many, of course.
Yeah, they're quite nice.
Yeah, gotta find out what it's called. Well, they're
Hello. Hi again. Hello. It's good to see you again. These are friends from earlier. Trichy's a small town. United States and Ireland.
Ireland.
Yes.
United States, where came from.
We both are friends.
Yes.
Wife and husband. Sorry.
Husband and wife.
Oh, sorry.
Husband and wife.
Well.
Friends.
Yeah, 28 years of being friends.
Oh, hi. Hello. Hi. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
He's my friend.
That's your friend? Hello. Hello. You weren't
He's the
at...
handsome of our college.
We're gonna have our lunch now. We're gonna go back and
Okay.
get some rest. Get out of the sun. It's hot.
We
There-
are touring the country.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, bro.
Bye-bye. Yeah, we're right.
Bye, ladies.
We'll see ya.
Bye-bye.
So nice to meet you.
Oh, these girls are so sweet. They really are.
Trichy's a small town, like I
It's a
said.
very small town. That was a few hours ago that we met them.
So this is the powder that I was talking about at the temple for making, what do they call it again?
Rangoli. I see it here. Maybe we can turn it
yeah.
around. It actually says it.
Rangoli powder.
Rangoli powder.
Yeah, okay.
So you can see there's all different colours. There's purple and pink and kind of a lime green and white and orange. And so yeah, so this is the Rangoli powder.
And I've seen people use stencils as well. Now we're going to try to find an example of putting this Rangoli powder down in front of shops or in front of homes.
Yeah.
The little elaborate designs that they make.
Yeah.
Okay. Dodge traffic and show you a Rangoli in front of a shop here. So this is just powder that somebody has sprinkled on the sidewalk for good luck. Okay. And here's one over here as well.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find some more as we make our way back to the hotel. Because some of them are just really colourful. Like you can see the colours of the powders. And some of them are just really colourful, really intricate designs, really elaborate, yeah. So we're not too sure. Jerry has come to the conclusion these are little seedlings. Start your own coconut tree.
Yeah.
But
You got the roots wrapping around it. Just plant that in the ground, get your own coconut tree going.
yeah.
Buy one to eat as well. We walk through this part of Trichy right here that we're calling it the jewelry district. I think it's very common, from what I understand, for Indian women that are getting married to adorn themselves with all sorts of gold jewelry. And these places here specialize in loaning out that jewelry for a price, obviously. So
Not just loaning it out.
So this right here, and we're not going to get too close because they have security guards, but this is just one example of the shops loaning out jewelry. And if you notice all these little signs up here, you know, to kind of advertise certain places selling jewelry, like right here, or excuse me, loaning out jewelry.
They might sell it too.
They might do.
They might sell it too, we don't know.
So we are in the jewelry district. There's a little shop right there. Here we got some in the window. And when we got into town, how many days ago, Fiona?
6.
The first hotel that we went to was full up. They didn't have any rooms, so we went to a second hotel. And they were full up as well, and we asked them if there was something, you know, particular going on, and didn't they mention like some sort of wedding?
It's like a marriage festival.
A festival or not like a symposium. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a conference or something going on.
Like
So-
some kind of marriage festival. So yeah, we walked about that night looking for something to eat, and we did notice that these jewelry shops in a different part of town, absolutely packed. There were like queues of cars to get into the parking areas for them. So yeah.
So another thing I'd like to say about our experience in India so far, and I say this because even though we've been here for quite a while now, we've been here for
6 weeks.
Okay, yeah, just
7 weeks.
a month and a half or so. And this was something I never would have thought. It's so common to just walk on the street all throughout India, everywhere we've been anyway. Hello, how you doing? And it's something I don't feel too comfortable doing, but everybody else does it. It's just the way it is. But even when there are sidewalks, there are often carts, vendors with their carts.
Scooters, mopeds, motorbikes, cars, lorries, just parked on them.
On the sidewalk, so sometimes you just have no choice but to walk on the street. In this particular case, there are no sidewalks here, really, to speak of, so we're just constantly...
You're constantly walking amongst traffic. It's almost like this exercise to see how laser focused you are as you're walking around and not getting hit by people.
Right. I equated it the other day to, like, you know, when a sporting event or a concert lets out and it's this mass exodus of people all getting up at the same time to head for the exit. It feels like that here, but with four-wheeled vehicles, three-wheeled vehicles,
livestock,
two-wheel vehicles, and like she said, livestock in many cases.
And other pedestrians.
Exactly.
So they're all trying to just breathe, duck and bob and their way up and down the road.
So, something we'd like to point out about India, just something that surprised me. I never would have thought it would be this way. For anybody who I talked to who's been to India, we would get some pointers from them. We'd ask them things to see, where we should go, where we shouldn't go, as far as sites, but I never would have thought to ask. Something we've learned along the way, I suppose. And just like that, traffic has eased up a little bit, so we're gonna start heading back towards our hotel here. When we got into town here, we did our normal thing, and we find a hotel on Google, kind of do some reviews based on what other people have left as far as reviews go. And we settled on a place, and when we got here, the place was full up, as I said earlier. So
the marriage festival.
It could have been the marriage festival. So the second hotel we went to, same thing, full up. So we started to walk up this street, and I saw this sign for lodge right here. And well, I'm not gonna say we almost went in, because we didn't, but we'll take a look at this place. This isn't our hotel, by the way.
No, no.
And it's like a no-name lodge.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like we might have been in a bit of a pickle when we arrived here a week ago. Because hotels all just seemed like they were full. And of course we had nothing booked, so we were just kind of shuffling from place to place. And when you get turned away from so many, you do start to kind of, there's like the internal panic that's like, oh shit, are we going back to the bus station and we're just going to have to like push on to the next place? Because there's no room at the end.
Or sleep at the bus station.
Or sleep at the bus station, right? But anyway, we didn't. We got a great hotel room, so...
Alright, so the Hotel Chitra, these have been our gates for the last 6 weeks. 6 days.
Don't tempt it. We actually could stay here for 6 weeks.
So we'll give you a grand tour of the room now. One of those balconies up there belongs to us for now. Okay, Hotel Chitra, we're going to give you a brief tour of the room, so including the price. So I think the first thing we have to talk about is just the size of this room. It's
massive.
It's quite a large room, and we've had some very small rooms here, so in India over the last 6 or 7 weeks. So how much are we paying for this, by the way?
We are paying 1,120 rupees per night, which works out at about $13.50. So that's around $6.75.
75 each, yeah. So,
yeah.
Well, we have to apologize. The room is a mess. I mean,
this is not the hotel's fault. This is us living in the place for almost a week. So, Just pretend like it's tidy and clean and we've not been living here.
So where do we begin? The nightlight. Okay.
The nightlight. This is just such a novelty for us.
Oh, I hit the wrong switch, didn't I? There we go.
Look at it.
Hey, we can leave that on at night. And we're finding as we get older, we shut that off. It's a nice thing to have.
Yeah, and we've never had a hotel anywhere with a nightlight. We haven't. So, see, and you only stumbled upon that about halfway through the week.
No, I just discovered the damn thing.
Yeah, it was just like this revelation. It's like, oh my god, look at the nightlights, look at that.
Something you're pretty chuffed about.
Something I am delighted with. So we don't have AC in the room, but we do have a fan. And it's silent. I mean, it makes a little bit of a noise, just like normal fan noise, but it's been great. I've slept like a log here. Another reason why we've been happy to stay here, the bed has been incredibly comfortable. The fan has been quiet, so that all makes for a good night's sleep, for me anyway.
Totally. So little bedside tables there, nice. Flat screen TV, which we haven't turned on. I got a little bit of a wardrobe there, a little bit of a desk over here.
Again, just to reiterate, look at the massive size of this room.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. We're not tripping over each other.
Right, that's quite nice. So the only thing I gotta say is the Wi-Fi has been inconsistent. It's fast enough when it's working, and I'd say for all the times we've been online, you know, over the last week, kind of researching our next move and all that, I'd say the Wi-Fi has been about 95% spot on, 5% bad, so that's worth mentioning. Let's get to the pièce de résistance, and it's right outside of this door right here. And I gotta say, as soon as they showed us this room here, they knew exactly they had us. So let's get one out. Because they gave us one of the balcony rooms, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
So a little chaotic, but we love it. We come out here in the evening time and watch the sunset over this building right here, and just listen to the din of light around us. So.
And horns and traffic. And those buildings over there, they turn on little fairy lights, so there's all these little twinkly fairy lights with the sunset. It's absolutely gorgeous. And look at the size of this balcony.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Come on now.
All right, now a couple of cantina chairs would have been nice, but that's okay. Because instead we just sit here. We sit on the windowsill.
That's right.
So we make it work.
So that's it. That's our room. Hotel Chitra in Trichy.
One last thing, actually,
Sorry?
real quick, the bathroom. The hot water here has been brilliant. It is 24-hour hot water whenever you turn that tap on, and it runs out. It's just a tremendous value, this hotel.
That's it from Trichy.
Yeah.